I love that. Hi, everyone.
Yes. Oh my goodness, we love that song. That's just so cool.
Well, hello.
Want to move.
Welcome to Southern Sisters, and welcome in all of my sisters.
Oh, welcome in.
Yes, and there's Michiâ Mosaics, Donna Hoskinson, and of course our lovely Sam coming all the way from Australia, and that Darla girl in
Woo, Sam.
Hi, Julianne.
And there's our Frizzy B. Frizzy B.
It's so good to see you guys, and I'm sure
Yes.
you're all familiar. This is all of my Southern sisters, and I am super stoked to have everyone with me.
Yes.
I'm an adopted Southern sister.
You're still my
Well,
sister.
you were here in the South for a bit, so.
I lived down south for part of my life.
Right.
I love it. Hey, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Hey, Laura.
There's our Laura. How are you this evening, sweetheart?
And Mary.
Oh, I didn't see Mary pop in there.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Mary. That's my Mary.
Yeah. It is great to see all of you. And Laura's coming all the way from Canada.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not that far from me.
Well, congratulations, Darla, for getting your hair done.
Oh,
Let's
did you
make
get
the
a
girl
new?
feel better.
Yeah, did you get a new dough?
We would love that. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I haven't
Yeah,
got
I haven't had a chance yet to meet the Frizzy Bee girl.
Yeah.
Beth. So I want to say, hey. I ain't met you on Zoom yet, but hey.
This is our Connie, and we love her to pieces.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
You guys are the bomb, or the bomb, the
We
bomb.
love her to
Mhm.
She
I
is
sure wouldn't make it without my buddies. That's
Yes.
There's
true.
Amy. Hey, Amy.
Amy.
Is it 5 o'clock, Amy?
Oh,
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
it's
Well, I
5
know
o'clock
it's 5
here.
o'clock somewhere, but
5 o'clock here.
you know, for her, along about this time on Fridays at the end of the week, she's scooting them little ones out so that she can relax and start enjoying the weekend.
Yep.
Well, if
So.
you are Amy, we're clinking glasses.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Although I'm clinking a Barbie. I got my new
Yeah,
Barbie.
well, yeah, I got that. You know, we
can
do
pink.
that.
Well, you know what? Look, I've got pink too.
Hey, 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 we all pink.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Wow.
Sherry.
I love that. That's fun. Sarah, you're behind the 8 ball. You need a pink one.
Yes.
Oh, she's still got 2 left. You're
Oh,
gonna
you're
have,
being quiet, so that's good.
she's gonna have to
quiet.
do mailbox.
Look.
Ooh, we got a
Oh,
girl.
Hi, Sharice. It's good to see you.
Hello, Cherise. How are you, sweetheart?
I hope you're doing well. And there's Darcia.
Hey, there's our
Yes,
Darcia. How are you? sweetie?
Hello, my lady.
I don't have anything pink.
I guess
Oh, we
You're
got to
close
fix
to
that.
pink. You're close to pink. You got on purple, so
I got purple. I don't have pink.
yeah.
See, I got on purple too. So
Oh, hey, Faith Louise, how are
Hey,
you?
Louise.
Faith, Louise, Darla.
Oh,
Yes,
wonderful,
that dollar
Mark.
girl. That dollar girl.
She gave them a big tip. I'm so glad.
You know what?
Yes,
Somebody does a good job on your hair or your nails.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Definitely tip them. I
Yes.
usually give them a big tip on my nails because they do such
Mhm.
an amazing job, make me feel so comfortable.
Oh yeah.
I love
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I do. And that's next week. I get my nails done again. I'm excited.
I need to start back having my nails done.
Yes,
I used to
yeah.
all the time.
Right.
It's so expensive up here.
Yeah,
honey.
it is too.
I mean, really expensive. It cost me almost $100. That's including a tip
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah.
toes and fingers.
Right. Same way here.
I
Yeah.
paid $50 for a full set.
Wow. That's
Just my
cheap.
hands.
That's
It's just my hands. That's not including feet. That's just my hands.
That's cheap.
But
yeah.
that's
That really is.
That's not a bad price, but that's still a lot of money for people that's on a budget.
It is.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Hey, Daniel.
Hello,
Hey,
Daniel.
Daniel.
How you
How
doing?
are you?
I didn't get to say howdy do to our lovely Faith Louise. I'm so happy that all of you are squirrel rating here. Thank you so much.
I don't know what I thought you were fixing to say,
Uh,
but
You never know. You got to watch out for her.
Mhm.
I
I'm
know.
telling you.
Let's
And
see.
just like that, it fell in the gutter.
Teresa
Oh.
says,
Not for Mama Maureen.
Oh, no.
oh, sweetheart.
You need to get some sleep, Sharice. I love you being here. Just hit your thumbs up and go lay down for a little while.
Oh,
That's
yes,
right. My
That's
goodness.
Get you some rest. My word.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here, but definitely go get some sleep.
We're hard
That's
to deal
right.
with in the evenings, let alone at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yes. Yes. I mean, my goodness, bless your heart. You need
Yeah.
some sleep. That's not good. You need your sleep. It's good for you. It's very healthy. There's lovely
Oh,
Granny.
there's our Granny D. Hello, sweetheart.
Thank the granny. Raise the roof.
We love our Granny D. I don't know
Yes,
if you guys
ma'am.
know how much we love our Granny D. She raids us whenever she can. This is for our sweet Granny D. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, we
You
love
need
our little
to
squirrels
know.
hopping right on over here to watch us. We just really appreciate all of you.
You mean the world to us, Granny D. And yes, hello to lurkers. Just make sure you hit your thumbs up. We really appreciate that. It helps out the channel and it helps out Southern Sisters to let us know you like our content.
That's right. That's
And
right.
if you're catching a replay, we love you too.
That's right. Just be sure to leave us a little comment, those of you watching the replay, because we'd like to know who it was that stopped by.
Yeah.
Yes, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
it makes a difference.
Really
so
does.
today we thought that we would talk to you about frogging. Not, and I don't mean me. We thought we would talk to you about frogging and how it has such a bad
Bad rap. It really
has
does.
a rap. It does. But when I'm working on a project,
You want to, guys, hit the thumb.
Do what?
I see you guys hit the thumbs.
Oh, thank you so much. Please hit the thumbs up. But
Gotcha.
like when I'm working on a project and I find a mistake, I will frog back and correct my mistake. I always do. I correct my mistake because sometimes you'll end up with, your project instead of being straight going in.
And goes out.
I will frog back. Yeah, you got that.
The gypsy thing going, yeah.
So I fixed that, and I like to frog back. Now, when I have to frog back a whole lot, instead of just ripping it out and causing a whole pile of yarn bar, I actually take the yarn and wind it into a ball, even if it's connected to a skein. I'll wind it into a ball. That's what I like to do. What do you ladies like to do?
I can't do that. Oh my word. If I do that with the ball, then those two strings get tangled up together and it'll wad up like that.
Oh, I don't have
every time I pull it, I've got to unroll the whole thing,
Oh, bless you.
No, I just have to make a little pile. And then when I get my pile made, I know that I'm pulling off the top of it. I know how I put it on the pile.
Right.
So I know how it should come back off of it. So if it gets shifted around a little bit, then I know how to flip it back over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
She fell and she come right back. Hey, Candi.
Hello, Candi. Well,
you're muted.
I think I'm back.
Yeah, you're back. You're back. Yeah.
So I saw you frogging recently.
Yeah.
How do you do your yarn? Do you ball it up? Do you wrap it around the skein? What do you do?
I wrap it around what I'm working from.
Ah,
Ah,
I
that
wrap
makes
it back
sense.
around. I mean, I don't wrap tight
Yeah.
Right.
because
Mhm.
because I'm working with merino and nylon.
Right.
Yeah.
So I will
Stretches
wrap
it
around
out. Yep.
my whole hand and then pull my hand out so it's nice and loose.
Loose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
And
And
then I'll
what-
restart. I just ripped out 10 rows.
Oh,
Hard.
Mm.
That's
oh
That
no.
hurts. Whew.
that
Yes,
is
it
really
does.
hard. Oh, Faith Louise says I've wrapped around cardboard before.
That's an
That's
awesome idea.
very smart.
I hadn't thought of that. That would keep the tangle down the
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
would.
thing.
Yeah.
What do you do, Maureen, when you're ripping out the yarn and you get in a nasty pile? What would you
Well, when I know that I've got to frog back quite a bit, my grandma, she
Ooh.
multi-purposed a lot of things, and she would keep toilet paper rolls, and that's what we would do. You
Oh,
would
yeah.
cut a little slit on either end, and
Yeah.
you would start wrapping it like this, and then you would turn it long ways, and then
Yep.
just back and forth like it's on a spindle, you
Yep.
know.
do? Nice.
Yep.
Nice. I don't know if you ladies do intarsia or color work.
No.
I both knit and crochet, so I do both, and I've had to frog back before. And if I'm doing color work or intarsia and I have to rip back,
Mm-hmm.
I'm always worried about my colors getting mixed up.
Right.
Mm.
I will take either a bobbin, and I don't mean a sewing machine bobbin. I mean like one of the bobbins you
Cardboard.
use, the cardboard bobbins you use for floss,
Yes.
or I will use, believe it or not, a clothespin.
Yes.
Yep, that works too.
I will wrap
Ooh.
my yarn around that.
I
That way I've got them separated out,
Mm-hmm.
still attached to my project. It works very good.
Have you seen the big plastic ones?
I have those.
Those are perfect for whenever you're doing, like you were talking about, the colorway where you have to keep changing colors so much.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I saw
I
someone
use
working
those.
with this the other day.
I do not use wood because it'll snag the yarn.
Oh yeah. No.
I do. Now you can get those, believe it or not, from Dollar Tree.
Oh yes.
You can recycle a milk jug real quick and make those things.
There
what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go. Yes, Jerry. Yes.
Yes.
She has them. They work wonderfully for worsted weight yarn.
Yeah,
Now-
yes.
Oh yeah.
I do not use those with fingering weight yarn. I'll
No.
use the bobbins,
Mm-hmm.
and they work wonderful. An index card cut in half will work real good. You can put a notch in and wind it around. Hi, Tracy.
I like the fact that they have
Tracy.
holes.
I do too.
Yeah, that would be wonderful to have the hole in the end. We could
Mm-hmm.
thread it through there and then start winding. Yeah.
Oh,
that would
yes.
be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
They work wonderfully. I mean,
If I
it's
can ever remember I have them.
You know, my problem a lot of the times is how far to frog back,
Oh
Or-
yeah.
or just say and cut it off and say it's done. It's
Ah.
I'm done.
Oh,
Well-
I don't think I've done that.
for me.
I have.
I will find my. For me, I find my mistake and I put a stitch marker in the crochet, and I frog back right to where the mistake is. I put a stitch marker in,
But
and
if
I
you
will
can't
frog
find-
back to that.
if you can't find where you made a mistake at, you know it's not right, but you can't hardly find where it is, and you don't want to
Frog back.
go all the way back to the start and start over, and
Mm-hmm.
I always struggle with, do I cut it off
Uh-huh.
here and just say, okay, this shawl's gonna be a handkerchief? But
Yeah.
I need to do that.
I don't know. I hate going back on something and having to pull the whole thing out.
Right.
Do you pull it all out, or do you just say, I'm done?
No, I'll actually count my stitches and find the error.
I've
I do.
tried that sometimes. I've tried it.
I try to be a perfectionist,
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
and I have pulled out almost.
Oh, I've seen you undo the whole thing too. So don't even.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I will go row by row,
Mhm.
and I will see where my mistake is, and if there's a mistake, I rip it out
Yep.
Yeah.
I
because
have to.
it's a part of me,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I take that pride in what I'm doing.
Yep.
Oh yes.
And I think we all do as
Yes. As crocheters, as crafters.
hmm
that. If we don't, we really don't care.
That's right. That's right. But the
Right.
thing of mine is, how far do you go back?
Back.
You know, if you got almost the whole project done and you cannot find where you made that mistake
You've
at,
seen me rip out
can't find it.
a whole project.
Oh yeah, I've seen
Yes,
that.
I've done that. And
That's
yes,
my problem though. I won't rip out a whole thing. I won't do it. I just
Right.
won't do it. I'll make it right from where I'm at on,
Mhm.
or I'll just say I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Sam,
like
I
that.
have done that. I have knit or crocheted from a project that I need to frog.
Right.
And I watch the new one grow as the old one shrinks, and I
Mm-hmm.
work away from
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I've done that before. If it
I
had to
have-
be perfect, I have.
I have a mosaic that we started.
Yeah.
How many
What?
months ago?
A year ago
The Shola?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah.
that I have to rip back. I don't know how many,
Oh no.
I hate that.
and I'm dreading it because I'm going to have to number which row the yarn came from.
Right.
You do.
So that
Yep.
is
Because that row might have a piece this long, and the next one be this long.
Yes.
right. So
All
I'm
that.
going to
No,
number which row it is.
Yeah.
But I
I
want to.
couldn't do that.
I want to do it, but I've got other and more important things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could not do that. I couldn't make myself do that. That would be, it just wouldn't be worth it. Wouldn't be worth it. to me.
But I do have an LNA at work who is going to have a baby in January, February.
Oh.
I love babies.
Yeah, a little boy. So I got to get started on something for him.
Oh, how fun. How fun.
You know,
Okay. Sam says I number the balls as I remove them, Sherry. There you go.
Hey, I hadn't thought about that. That would work. Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of
makes
leaving it just in a long string, just make a little ball and put the.
Right.
Mosaic, you
You know
cut
what I
them
mean?
down.
Yeah.
You cut them off. So that's what I was going to do.
Number them.
Wow.
Row was I on? Which
Yeah.
I have to go back and figure out.
They are,
Yeah.
Barbara.
But that's a lot of work to do that.
Oh, it is.
A
But
lot
you know,
of work.
if the project is important enough to you, you know, you'll do what you need to do. Number one, to save the project, the yarn, and even
That's what my is about it.
Mhm.
How far back do you go before you just say, no. Do you just start all over again? You know.
You as well, we all, as crafters, take pride in our work.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
We all want it to be right. Yes.
right.
Yeah.
So, I personally will rip it all the way back to row 1 if that's where the mistake went.
Mm-mm.
If I have to go all the way back to row 1 whenever I found a mistake, now of course 2, it depends on how
If
far
it's
I
my
have.
mistake or
you
their
know, gone.
mistake as the writer,
Mhm.
pattern writer.
See, oh,
Oh, thank you, Darcia. That's funny. I agree. And I can
Me
babysit them
too.
and give them back. I'm a little
I want
older
to
now.
spoil them and send them back home.
that's right.
And welcome in.
For me, depending on where that mistake is, like you said, how far back do you go?
Yeah.
I have been known to get so frustrated that I'll just cut it off, put it off to the side, and just start all over again.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then take that yarn. I'm not saying
I'll use
waste
that
the yarn.
Yeah.
I'll go back and I'll use that for something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't take it apart and then do the same thing all over again. I
No.
start all over. So
I
can
start all over
brand
fresh.
new.
Yeah.
You know how many patterns I started with this?
Now I have been known to do that, to just take it and cut the yarn off,
Mm-hmm.
work from the yarn at the end, and then just start over again and go. Unless, of course, it's a self-striping yarn.
Right.
I have been known to cut it off and take it right there at the end and work right there, frogging it while I'm working.
Right.
And then of course, usually 9 times out of 10, it's because there's something wrong with the pattern. But I rarely just let it go. I keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And I will rip it back. Now, when it's a knitting project that I have to rip back, I have to put in what's called lifelines. It's where you knit a row and you stick a cord or a string through, so that as you knit forward, if you have to rip back, you only rip back to that one point.
So far.
Mhm.
Wow.
It's
And that
very,
takes a lot of work. A lot of work. I've seen that done before. And it,
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy.
it's
I've
very,
always wondered why you see some folks that are knitting and there's this.
One little string is a different
Yeah,
color.
it's like, what? You know, are they marking? Are they going to go back and put something there? Well, that's
No,
good to know.
it's a lifeline. We really need lifelines, especially when you're doing a lot of lace or a lot of cables and something. You need that lifeline to help you, and you'll find that we'll put multiple in. Yes, it saved you. Oh yes, gosh. Yes.
Hello, my Rita. How are you?
Hello, little Rita. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Lifelines has saved me a lot of work. I wish I am now putting lifelines in the shawl I'm knitting. I should have done it before. I've had to, what they call tink, T-I-N-K, back quite a few times, which is the word knit backwards. And I had to unknit what I had done because I had made an error. And I hate that.
When I first saw one of the lifelines in knitting, I was like, something here just ain't matching.
I know, because normally it's a totally different color.
Yeah.
And it's because, you know, like you said, it's a lifeline. Well, now it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just always thought, well, they're getting ready to come back and do something else right there. So that's why
what I thought. I thought they were going to take the scissors to it or something and make something else out of it or something. I was like,
no. They're very easily pulled out. You take one and you pull, and it just slides right out.
Oh, yeah, it just slides right out. Yeah.
Hey, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Next fall, when we all meet up,
Ooh.
you guys better bring your knitting needles because we're going to knit something.
Yes, we are. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Look at me and Connie. We're going,
I didn't know about that. Y'all just burnt my vacation right now.
Hey, James Money, it's good to see you.
hello, James and Sharon.
And things you can use for lifelines, anything from plain dental floss, not wax, just regular dental floss, to scrap piece of yarn. They actually make stuff to use as lifelines. I mean, there's all kinds of
cords.
Hey, Muffin. There's
hello, Muffin.
That you can, and I mean, a lifeline has saved me many times. It's awesome.
Cool.
You're knitting socks. Yeah, I'm gonna teach them to knit socks.
Oh, I don't know about that. Now let's plan small, but not sock small.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to try socks. We're going to try, say, a washcloth.
Yeah, washcloth.
Washcloth. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I would teach you guys to knit. It'll be fine. I do love
I know how, but it's been so long since I even
Honey, I was
attempted.
10 years old the last time I crocheted something. I mean, knitted something.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah, well, that was 49 years ago.
Oh, bless you. You're putting the finishing touch on the cardigan. I really hope that
Yes.
you will.
The blippity blip cardigan. That
Yes.
That
that part.
cardigan is
That's a
stunning.
blippity blip cardigan.
It is. It's
Well,
stunning. It's a lot of color work, and it is absolutely
Oh.
stunning.
she's been working on it for a while. She picks it up and then puts it down. Picks it up, puts it down.
Mm.
But I'm glad
Like
that
those
you're on the
projects.
home stretch, Rita.
Yeah,
Yes.
with the amount of color work in that sweater, that's a couple $100 charge right there.
Wow.
Ooh.
That
Dirt.
is a beautiful sweater.
Mm.
What today?
Keri.
Keri.
Finishing up a
You have
Keri
to tell us
today
what a
as
Keri
well.
is.
I don't know. I
Don't
guess
know that one. Yeah, that's
I guess she means a
something
cardigan.
new.
Then I need to start the cursed on.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, goodness,
What
sweetheart.
does that mean? I'm lost on that. What does
Yeah,
that mean?
I'm lost.
I
What
don't
does
know.
that mean?
I don't
Is-
know.
Means on the
Is it-
curse thing? What was that?
And what is
She
what is
has she has fought that cardigan.
Yes.
So that's why she's saying she'll get her curse on whenever she gets to the, tying in the ends, I guess, and finishing up right there at the last.
cardigan.
Yes, it was a
Mhm.
cardigan. Thank Louise.
Okay.
Awesome.
Ooh, okay, yes.
Awesome. Well,
I
you
made a
guys,
couple of those last
you
year.
guys- you guys let us know what you do when you frog a project. Because
How far do you go back? How far do you decide it's too far?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I don't think there is a way that any place is too far. I've completely
Yeah, there is.
far.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Now, I mean, if I'm on the last row, I'm not frogging it.
Now, if I'm on the last row, it's done. It's done.
Right.
Nice, Darla.
Usually, I don't notice that I've made a mistake unless it's way up in the whatever I'm working on, and the mistake is way back down, way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it looks okay, I get to counting and it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Mm.
And then you get to notice, and then you get to, well, wait a minute, some more, and you go back to see if you can find where the wait a minute went.
Right. Uh-huh.
And the wait a minute was way back down there on minute 5. And no.
Well, Candi doesn't frog. She makes adjustments.
Right.
Ah,
Well,
yes.
sometimes
you can.
Yeah, sometimes it's easy to make an adjustment, but
I can't.
Mm-mm.
I can't.
It
Especially-
depends. A lot of mine depends on who I'm making it for,
Yeah.
who it's going to, who I'm making it for, and
right.
what kind of project it is, how big it is.
Right.
If it's a blanket, crap, no, I ain't tearing that thing apart. If it's all the way back down to the first, no. But if it's like a shawl or baby blanket or something smaller like that,
Right.
it'll bug me enough that I'll have to take that apart.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean like a throw or a blanket, something huge, and you don't notice that you've done something wrong. Maybe a stitch or two is off here and there, and you go back and it's all the way back down to the first. No.
But if I'm getting paid for the item, I need to
Oh
make
no,
sure
that's another whole
perfect.
story.
Yeah.
That's
perfect.
another whole story. Yeah.
I'm very particular and it had to be perfect.
Yep.
If it's for a loved one or something, and I miss one stitch, I don't think I'm necessarily going to go back and change it.
Especially if they don't know crochet. You can
With my
stick
luck,
one under the rug. They don't know you went. They don't know you made a mistake. You just kind of slip it in there.
Now, I have in my past made a mistake on purpose, just so I knew it was mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes.
Yep. Well, they say there's a tradition about leaving a mistake, at least one in every project.
Really?
I've done that on purpose before.
I've done that to my daughter.
They
Yeah.
say you should. I don't know why. I've heard that you should. It's just a old wives' tale.
Yeah.
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Donna says, if I see a mistake, my OCD will not let me leave it. I have to rip it out.
Donna,
That's my problem, Donna.
until I
And go ahead.
crochet for people.
And Darla says, if I have to frog, I say, hello, Mr. Frog. I see you have come to visit. That I agree with that. And Muffin Crochet said, it's a special touch done by you.
That's
Wow.
right. That's right.
Yes.
That's
I
like
do
if you have long hair, you know,
Oh.
then you get a long hair that's crocheted into your work, you know.
Uh-huh.
That's something that's
Yes.
special,
I don't need long hair
unique from
anymore.
you that nobody else can do. Well, I don't either anymore, you know, this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My short hair
Well,
gets in there too.
Maureen and
I
I
don't have to
crochet
worry about
our
that
hair in our
anymore.
projects. Here you go, a Darcia. It
Woohoo.
says, go ahead and read it.
Let's see it.
Something.
Hello, weird.
Oh, hello, weird.
Yay.
Yes, I like to get hello weird. Faith Louise said, I say I'm going to hang out at the pond and hang out with the frog.
Yeah, with the
Thank
frog.
you.
Yeah.
Rita
Darla
said,
said, oh, I'm sorry.
no, Rita said her grandmother said if there wasn't a mistake in a project, then it isn't homemade. Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
Nobody's perfect. That's right. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, Darla said it helps me not get frustrated. Michelle said the Amish say that only God and what he makes, they leave a mistake in everything because we are not perfect.
See, that's
Oh,
kind of what
Sure can't try to be
whack
not
bill is.
perfect.
Yep.
Yes.
You make
Yes.
sure that you put something in there that's a mistake.
Yes, Darcia says, I have to keep my hair braided while crocheting, or it's like I'm working with hair instead of yarn.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I
That's
had that when I had long hair. Yeah.
That's why mine goes in a ponytail, because otherwise I retain my hair in the yarn.
Yeah.
My hair has been short since 22, 21.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of
Still,
It's been a
I
long
still
time.
get hair in my
Yeah.
projects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really do. It's awful. I just
Yeah,
have
most of the time it's dog hair in mine now because I don't care how much you brush my baby. I don't care how much you bathe that baby. She is going to get hair everywhere.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And my little girl has the shortest hair you can find.
Yeah, mine does too, but you can still see it all in my work.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm working with white or black and I see my hair in it, I will frog back and get the hair out.
Well, you can see it in white if you got your hair in it. Yeah.
Even when my hair was brunette or
Oh, really? Oh,
I would
man.
pull my hair out if it was very noticeable. Yes.
Mm.
Sam says, LOL, cat hair, my hair. All get to my projects. I keep a pair of tweezers next to me for pulling them out.
Yeah.
Michelle said you should see what cashmere leaves on the floor.
Oh,
You're going to make that into yarn, right?
Nah,
yeah, I started to say she's putting that into yarn on purpose.
There you go. Yeah.
I do get cat hair in my yarn, but not as much.
Mhm.
But I do get, now Pusheen was worm, but I do get some of the kitten's hair in there. But when I get mine in there, I do my best to pull it out if it's noticeable.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't want it in there. It mostly stands out on white and black.
Mhm.
But yeah, I will pull that out. It's important to me to not have my hair in there.
Right.
That is important.
Well, I try not to, and I try not to get dog hair all in everything, you know.
Yeah.
But it's inevitable. It's gonna have some in it. I won't.
Oh yeah,
I
it is
won't
inevitable.
gift or sell anything that they don't know that I have a dog. There might be some there, you know.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
It is,
Yeah.
Rita. I have heard that a fisherman's tale is that having hair in your sweaters, socks, etc., is luck for fishing.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've heard that.
I didn't
I
know
have heard
that.
that.
And it's not
I
just
did
for
not
fishing,
know
it's
that.
supposed to be good luck for everybody.
It is good luck.
I did
Yes.
not know that. Wow.
Yes.
Darcia.
They do. Yeah, they want Darcia stuff then.
Amy
Michelle
said
does.
it's only Friday for her.
Yes, Michelle
Yep.
does keep what she brushes in order to spin it. And Amy
Mhm.
says, woohoo, it's finally Friday for me.
Yep. Yep.
Woo. I love that.
Well,
That's
back up a little ways. Darcia had said that her grandmother said that was her love that she put in her project.
Aw.
Yeah.
oh, thank you.
That's
I
a good way to look at it,
that.
you know. It really is.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you caught that. I'm sorry if I missed your comment.
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
missed
no.
that too.
I
I
think
am
we were
blind.
talking about the hair to begin
Yeah,
with,
we
just
were.
general hair, you know.
Mhm.
We missed it. But
I
that's a good way to look at it. You know, that's
Yeah.
part of your originality, that part of
Yes.
your love, you know,
Yeah.
because you
Yes.
can't help it. You can't.
No.
No, you can't. No,
It just happens.
if I missed your comment, I don't do it on purpose. I am visually impaired. I am blind, and I
And
don't
we're
intend
trying
to miss your comment.
We're trying to help you out.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I'm
But you
trying
guys
to keep
know,
you on the straight and narrow. Yeah.
can't see. Can't see. I'm lucky I see the ones I can.
Well, I'm not a good
You're not a good
example of the straight and narrow right about now. So
Yeah,
You
no.
do it much better than I am, and Maureen ain't staying on top of it.
And
Well-
I need another.
Well, I've been watching it. It just, sometimes the chat just sits there and all of a sudden, bloop. So I didn't even
It's
catch
gone.
it.
Yeah, yep,
Mhm.
that's the truth. That's
Bless
the
your
truth.
heart. Y'all are awesome. Well, let's go on to wits. What is everyone in the chat working on? What you sipping on? How's your weather going? And we are going to go round robin and talk about what we're working on. I literally just finished today with Maureen a new pattern for Twisted Fiber Friends for this weekend.
Yes.
Currently
excited.
I'm working on my knit shawl, and I am working on a pattern for my channel. So I am working, or for Tia. I might do it on TFF. We'll see. I am working on that. Maureen.
I am working on 3 patterns. Not going to say much
Ooh.
more than that. Yes.
Ooh.
What's that time of the year, folks? I mean, I really get crazy with pattern writing and showing off my ideas about this time of the year. So they'll start dropping here pretty quick. I just finished up a little kitty cat. Of course, he's an amigurumi. And this came off Frizzy Bee's channel.
Here we go.
Cute.
Yeah,
Take a look.
very,
Isn't that cute?
I love
yes,
it.
it's just precious.
Oh, I love it, Phil.
Her name is Aurora.
Oh, I
And, yes,
Aw.
yes. If you were on Frizzy Bee's channel this week, she spent 3 days showing us how to build him, whatever you wish to call yours. So that was my interpretation of her pattern.
I love it.
And I am working on a camel for my Holy Night Nativity book set. So it's another one of those times where I just really struggled with the pattern. So I've had to spend a few days modifying it for me. Now, this is one of the things that I struggle with a lot. And this is the second time in this pattern that I've struggled with some instructions. The pictures look awesome. And I don't know. There's just something about the camel that I'm not picking up on. So I've had to adjust him a little bit. But, whenever you do that, you kind of make your notes off to the side because I've got to make 7 of these. So
yeah.
I want to make sure the second, third, all the way to 7 go a lot faster than this one has.
Ooh, yeah,
But,
absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm working on my Cat's Meow graph gan. So,
Awesome.
Wow.
All right.
Well, Kathy,
We're going to take a break real quick and catch up with the chat before we go on to Sherry. I do want to remind you to please hit those thumbs up. There's only 24 thumbs, and there are 31 people watching. So if you
come on, ladies.
Come on,
hit
guys.
those thumbs up, I'd really appreciate that. It helps out my channel, but it also helps out Southern Sisters to let us know that you like our content.
That's right.
So Darla Girl says that she doesn't know why, but she suddenly feels like dancing. And welcome in, Laura Douglas. It is good to see you.
Yes, Laura.
If there's a mistake in my work, I work around it and call it love.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a nice thought.
Darcia says, very busy. Rita says, I gave up with my turtles. They are too small, so I went over to Granny Squares. Awesome. That's
Oh,
And hello, Kathy. Welcome in. It is good to see you. Darcia
yes,
says.
Kathy.
Darcia says, very, very cute. That a little pink thing I saw somewhere. I think she's referring to the nose. Hello, Pebbles. It's good to see you. And she said a blanket hello.
Hello, Pebbles.
Kathy's asking how we do the back loop only. Frizzy B said, woo, just finished and put up my
Video.
craft supplies and Halloween decor video. Hit the publish button. Fantastic.
Woo!
Wow.
To a multitude of whips. And Laura Douglas says, by the way, the doctors say I'm normal for an old lady. Bless your heart.
That's the best kind of normal there is.
That's right.
You are fantastic. I will get back to you on the back only. And right now we are going to Sherry with her whips and what's going on in her house.
Well, I can't show you what my whips are because they're Christmas gifts.
But she can show you the yarn she's using.
I am using something called, it's
No, I don't do it a different way, Kathy.
Emma's yarn, beautiful, super silky. And it's crazy, beautiful color. It's 400 yards, 100 grams, 80 superwash merino, and 20 silk. It does not give a color, but this is the color I'm using.
That's
Pretty.
Beautiful. That's the color.
color.
Beautiful. That's the color.
That's
The
a
color's
pinky thing.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous.
Yes, it is. Very.
Love it.
In my car, I am making a shawl called the Hawaii.
Oh.
And that is almost done. I have one more row before I start my edging.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Oh, awesome.
And then I'll start on something that Michiâ Mosaics has been making, the monster pillows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
but that's
All
what
right.
I'm doing.
All right. I'm going to catch up with the chat again.
Yes.
And we had a bunch of people tell us that what they were doing. So Darcia said, that's awesome, Laura. No one says I'm normal, old, or not. Oh, Kathy, I do go through the back loop. I go through 2 loops. I'll have to show that to you in a little bit. Donna says, I'm working on a shawl for a sister-in-law and finishing up a corner to corner for a neighbor.
Oh, nice.
Frizzy B, which is Julian, is working on earrings and a mandala lotus fan for high crochet. Wow.
That's
I
nice.
can't wait to see
That's
that.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
And yes, Kathy, I do go through 2 loops when I do the back loop only. I go through the back loop, and on the back of the crochet, there is another loop.
Yep.
So I
Right.
go through both of those
You want to
loops.
make me big and I'll do that for you?
Yes. So she's going to show
Kinda
you.
like the third loop.
There's a
Yes.
3rd loop. There is a 3rd loop in the back loop.
You're
There you go.
Back it up. There it is.
Yes,
There it
Darla,
is.
you're welcome very much. Darla, yes, normal is a setting on the dryer. I
Yeah.
agree.
That's a good one. I ain't thought of that.
I agree with you. And go ahead, Connie, you let us know what you are working on.
Well, I can't show like Sherry K because they are Christmas presents. You know, it's right around the corner.
But
I
you
can't
can
do
show us
that,
the
but I
yarn.
can show you the yarn that I'm using
Yes,
for those projects.
please.
This one is Expression Fiber Arts.
Woo! Isn't that pretty?
Oh, that's
And it
gorgeous.
is super soft, super smooth, just squishy as you can be. Let me see. The color is called a duet. It's
Wow.
a pearlescent fingering, 50% superwash merino wool, 50% mulberry silk.
Wow.
and it's 503 meters or 550 yards with
Wow.
That's
a 7 needle or a hook B through G. So that should tell you something right there.
Right.
You can use a teeny tiny B, or you can go all the way up to a D or larger.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
Yeah, I love
this
the
will look
multiple
amazing.
colors in there.
Oh, they're so
That
beautiful. Aren't
sounds wonderful.
they? I love them. I love them.
That's gorgeous. Oh, Darcia's is very pretty.
Yes. And I'm making a shawl from this. And I'm also making a throw/Afghan.
Mm-hmm.
It
Nice.
just depends on how big it gets, what you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to use, I planned on using all the yarn that I have of these particular colors,
Mm-hmm.
putting in what I have into this. So I'm not real sure how big it's going to get yet. You know,
Right.
it depends a lot on the stitches that I use,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because some use more than others, and I'm just making it up as I go. Really.
Nice.
Just
Nice.
That's
put
awesome.
what stitches
Yeah.
I like together.
Right.
You know, just make something different. Something
I
different.
like that.
But I'm using
She's gonna show me again.
big twist.
Yes.
Beautiful.
That's one of my favorite colors.
Yeah. And it's so soft. So
Mhm.
soft. It really is.
That colorway is mustard.
Yes, mustard. I'm sorry, did I not say? And
Nope.
then I'm using, I love this yarn,
That's pretty.
which is Brightonton Road is the
Mhm.
name of this. And it is beautiful colors.
That's one of my favorite
I
color
like
stripes.
Blues, gold, reds.
Yes.
It's gorgeous. Anyway,
That's
you look at it.
beautiful.
And of course, everybody knows I love this yarn. Is 100% acrylic. It's 5 ounces or 142 grams, 252 yards, or 230 meters. And it
I
is
like
super, super soft. It really is. All of it is really soft. Everything.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things that I want to make sure that something I'm making is soft. That's
Right.
one of my requirements.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it a lot.
But that's what I'm working on. I can't show it because it's Christmas.
Wow.
Muffin,
I like
Be
it.
looking.
I like it. I think it's beautiful.
Muffin says, I'm working on an amigurumi Yoshi penguin, baby dinos, and other toys for a show that's coming up in October. Well, that's
Wow.
awesome.
Wow.
Connie came from New Mexico.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Darcia says that she's working on fantasy accessories like dragon egg dice bags and dragon eggs with baby dragons and dragon scale gloves. So you've kind of got a theme going there.
Oh. Okay, Kathy. Are you still here, Kathy?
Oh, yes, Mary. Yes, Mary is the one that gifted me that yarn. I
Yeah.
should have said that from the
From New
beginning.
Mexico.
Okay.
Okay.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Okay, Kathy.
Thank you, my Mary.
These are some double crochets. And I'm going to show you how I do in the back loop. Okay. Crocheted and I turned my work. Hey, Divergent.
Hello, Divergent. How are you this evening?
I'll just do some singles. I go in the back loop and there's always another loop. I'll actually do this one. Actually, I don't have to, but I can. And then I yarn over and I pull up and then I'm going to single.
Mhm.
I'm going to go in.
That keeps it from stretching that back loop only out of range.
Yes.
And I can go in this one
Yes. Mhm.
and I can pull it up.
Yep.
And I can yarn over and go through. I'm only going to do a few and then I'm going to come back down one more time.
It
Anyway.
makes such a difference.
It provides
It does.
it provides strength to the stitch, and because I do so many amigurumis,
Yes.
they're all done in singles, and you need to have strength in your stitch especially with the neck.
Yes.
Mhm.
That
Yes, definitely.
Because
That's where-
sometimes they tell you to work in the back loop because you're going to use that front loop later to come back and either put a ruffle in or a cuff or something. Yes.
Yep.
So here I am again, Kathy, doing it again in the back loop with the singles. I'm going to go in the back loop, and there is another loop there. You can find
Mhm.
one. You could go in the leg of the single. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But I always go in that stitch, and I will pick up another stitch, another thing. The other thing that
Another
you can
loop.
do, the other loop. The other thing is on the back of these singles, if you look, there's a loop right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you can pick up this loop and this loop right here
Yep.
and single crochet.
Yep. Yep.
So
And
I always,
like
Yep.
Sam said, using that third loop, especially in Mosaic, it really helps.
Yeah.
it really, really makes a big difference.
The
And
first,
I hope that helped you.
the first time I ever heard of that third loop or even knew anything about it, basically, was when I was doing half doubles.
Mhm.
And they said
Yes.
to go into that third loop. And I was like, third, what? You know, I didn't know what they were talking about. But then after that, I began looking for that loop behind anything
Yes.
that I had to go in the back loop only. Because
Right.
my back loop only, because the way I hold my work and the way I hold my yarn, my back loop only will stretch way,
Yes.
way up.
Yep.
Yes.
It makes a very ugly stitch, very ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I put it in that back loop and the third loop behind, you know, even if it's not technically a third loop, you just find one like Froggy said.
Right.
Yeah.
It keeps it from pulling that back loop only up so high and stretching your stitch
Just out.
Yes.
out of whack. You know, it can make it really ugly if you're doing a shawl or something
Mhm.
that's got really delicate stitches.
Yes.
If you use that extra loop, then it's going to pull it down back where it's supposed to be.
Yep.
I like it when you're doing amigurumi and you're doing back loop only on the neck, and you're going to have to go back around and do a
strength.
collar or something.
Yes.
It creates strength so the head stays on better.
Yes.
That's right.
You don't have floppy neck.
You ain't got the loop.
Yes. Oh, Divergent, you thought about starting your first squares project. That would be fantastic.
Cool.
That's right.
I like that idea. Faith Louise says, good that things are getting better. Yes, Sam. Using the third loop in Mosaic helps stop the stretch a lot. It does.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Divergent
stretch.
Faith, it's been a rough day, but getting better. That makes sense to what that comment meant. Darla says, I'm using I Love This yarn for my scrunchie to match my scrubs. Fantastic.
I love it.
I love that. That is really awesome. Dan says, going yarn shopping tomorrow to start my amigurumi bee. How
I
fantastic.
heard that. I heard that. Yes.
I'm
Somebody
happy
else
for
is going
you.
yarn shopping too.
Take pictures, Sam. Mm.
Oh, yes. Do
We
a
don't
little
get to
video
see what you
recording.
see, even though it looks normal to you and every day and blah, blah, blah. Not to us. We don't get to see it.
Mhm.
So you
That's
better
right.
take some pictures.
I would
Or
like
we're
to
gonna get
know
fussed though.
where you are going yarn shopping at. And Divergent said, I'm not sure, Darcia, just to throw, most likely. How
Oh, that would be nice.
Yes.
Woot woot. Now you may want to wait since my Patreons have been saying they want me to make one live. I love that.
Ooh.
That would be nice.
Sharon said I finished 4 of the Skull Granny cardigans.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I love
Cardigans.
that.
I know somebody that loves that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
Well, I know two somebody.
Yes, you can. You can easily make another one. Yes. Frizzy Bee said, I made the tutorial, but I think many enjoy just hanging out and doing every stitch together.
Yes, that was so much fun. It really
Yes,
was.
It is. It really is.
And I hate to say it, I hate missing it, but I'm at work when you go live with that.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry. Please make sure you're hitting those thumbs up, guys. I hate having to remind you guys.
Please,
I hate being a nag.
And yes, Dan, I'm going yarn shopping. I'm taking my coworkers to the
Yes.
first Fiber Festival tomorrow.
Yes. And we're gonna get some pictures.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes.
Her going.
Yes.
That would be me if I was going, so I can't say anything. That would be
Right.
me.
Right.
Oh, how beautiful, Divergent.
Oh.
I was
Oh, I
thinking
love
maybe
those. I
African
love
square
those. Mhm.
with my scalp yarn tote. I
Mhm.
have a whole dirty laundry tote full of scrap yarn.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
That's
And
the best place to use it up.
Yeah.
Darcia
I
said I
love
hung
those.
bees and made a birds and bees mobile for my granddaughter. She
Oh.
loves bees. How awesome is that? Is this a
That's-
good time of day for everyone if I did a live crochet along? I wouldn't be able to be there, but that would be fantastic. Muffin said, I also started a Jack Skellington GreatLakesGal Jack, and I'm using glow in the dark.
wow.
I love
Now,
that.
that'd be cool. That would be
Yes.
cool.
And Sharon said, then a hat and small wrap with a acrylic alpaca blend.
Oh, that sounds
Ooh,
nice.
Nice. Soft.
Yes.
I'm very rarely on at night,
Yeah,
Mm.
she got my attention.
but only because I try to spend time with the hubby.
Yeah.
Come from work.
They're that way, you know. It's
Right.
just
The replay, if you have it on replay, I'll definitely.
Oh, yes.
oh yes, definite. You have to sit them up, please, guys. When you're doing a live, please. Now, this is me as a YouTube watcher, not a content creator, not a live
Right.
participant, anything like that. This is me watching YouTube videos.
Right.
Please make them where they have closed captioning and make them where they can be watched as a replay. Because
Yes.
you have to remember to do that when you're setting up your live, when
Right.
or when you're
Doing the
when you're
replay.
submitting your video. Because
Right.
if you don't, then people can't watch it as a
Right.
replay. And
Yeah.
if you, a lot of people like me at nighttime, I try to keep my volume way down because I live in a complex where we share a wall.
Yeah.
So I try to keep my volume way down. I do watch YouTube at nighttime, but if I keep it way down, then I turn the closed captioning on so I don't miss anything,
Right.
you know? And if you don't enable it, then they say, oh, unavailable in your closed captioning.
Yes.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah.
it makes a big difference. Big difference.
Yeah.
oh my.
It really does.
And I usually watch videos at 4 a.m. Eastern
That
time
too. Yeah.
because that's what
That
time I
too.
get up.
Yep.
Get there.
I mean, a lot of people do with the closed captioning because they're hard of hearing.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
they don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it really does help. It really does help a lot.
Right.
Oh, and Divergent, I'm looking. Give me a minute.
Good. We're on the replay.
I'm looking.
She
I'm
says.
looking. Yes, I do like to watch some things on the replay. I missed the Paw Ply Guys live yesterday, and I felt horrible. I went and I laid down in my chair, and I said, I'm gonna close my eyes for a couple minutes, and an hour and a half later,
Yeah,
Yep.
I do prefer that.
that's
Yes.
my problem in that chair.
I do like closed captioning. I hope mine are set up for closed captioning. At least I think they are. But Divergent, I am currently looking to see if I have a particular square pattern that I think you would like.
I love that African flower.
African violet. Oh, yeah.
That makes some of the cutest dang amigurumis I've
Oh,
ever
does it
seen.
ever?
They
Oh,
are
yes.
so cute. So cute.
It
And
is
you wouldn't think
really
that
pretty.
it would be with a flower all over it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's hard to make a hippopotamus look cute.
We're the cool kids now.
Oh,
But
thank you.
It does.
Thank
It
you,
really does.
Darla.
Thank you, Darla. That makes me feel really good.
Yeah.
It does. That's awesome. You're fantastic.
I've never been
All the
called
cool
cool kid.
kids. Oh, I've never been called one of the cool kids.
Yeah.
That makes
Well-
me feel good.
Yeah, me too.
I've never been called a cool kid.
I like
Right.
what Divergent said. She says, I have ADHD, so closed captioning helps me to
Yeah.
hear, as odd as that sounds. No, because it
Right.
helps you to stay focused.
Focus on
Mhm.
it. Yep. If I can read and listen at the same time, then I don't miss anything.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean,
I've never been
It's-
told
it
I had
makes a difference.
OCD, but when it comes to my crochet,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
do. And I cannot fudge.
Now, Froggy, what did you do that for?
What?
Oh, Nightbot had it covered.
Ooh. Currently fascinated with turning granny squares into steering
I
wheels.
saw
Oh,
that.
now
I
that's
I
neat.
saw that the other day.
Yeah.
I saw that. I
That's
did.
cool.
Yeah.
You know, there was another thing that I saw too. Speaking of that, they made the granny squares to cover the steering wheel, and then they went back and got those the Dollar Tree kitchen shelf liners, the non-sticky things.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
that you put them down and it keeps anything from moving around in your shelves.
Yes.
The
Oh, okay.
spongy thing. They cut that to fit inside the granny squares to go around the steering wheel. That way it grips when you're
And
turning
doesn't
the
slide
wheel
on
and
the
it
wheel?
don't
Wow.
slide around on it. And I thought,
Awesome.
wow, who would ever? I mean, I would have never thought of that. But that
Me
is
either.
so simple thinking. You know,
Mhm.
Well,
keep
I
it
just-
simple, stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. I dropped Connie's link in the chat, and I dropped Sherry Kay's link in the chat. I would greatly appreciate it if you would follow the both of them. That would be like super amazing if you would, because there will be future lives on Connie's channel
Yes.
and
well,
on Sherry Kay's channel.
mine
We
does.
would appreciate you having them in your repertoire of channels to
Yes.
watch.
Because we will do future Southern Sisters on their channels.
Woohoo.
Wow.
So
Okay.
if you
And Sherry's like, oh, that's first I've heard that. Woo.
Surprise,
No.
surprise.
So if you could give them a subscribe, you'll be caught up on both of them.
Oh, Lordy.
You know, it would be really great if you did it. I would really appreciate that.
Yes.
Looky there.
So,
Frizzy Bee is already on the ball. She said through yarn in both your windows.
Thank
Well,
you
thank
so
you.
much. Thank you. Thank
It'll feature all of us, but you know, of course, you need to be able to be
Yeah.
subscribed to them in order to watch the live.
That's right.
Yes, Maureen and I used to trade days that we came on when we
That's
first
right.
began this. And it's just my family commitments
Mm-hmm.
took me away from it to almost immediately, I would say.
Right.
So I couldn't come back and be on the lives with her. And Froggy so graciously, so absolutely lovingly took my place so
Mhm.
that Maureen could still do her Southern Sisters.
Yep.
And I loved it. It's not because I didn't want to, it was because I had
Mhm.
family obligations. And
Right.
they do come first.
I
My
really
family comes
haven't
first.
done videos.
Well, that's quite all right.
That's right.
And I love Froggy and Maureen doing them. I would watch them. If I had time at all, I would watch them. I loved it.
Oh yeah.
But I
Thank
just couldn't be there myself.
But it's still fun
Right.
if they give you guys a follow and we move around channels.
Yes.
And
go-
Yep.
yes, a whole car set with ice scrapers and a yip yip mirror hanger.
I
Honey,
love that.
Well,
I got the yip yip right here.
I got
It's
you.
right.
wow.
Awesome.
Wow. I never thought about that. That would be cool to have hanging on.
I
the
love the
I
yip yip.
know. Isn't that cool?
That would be so
I
cool.
love yip yips.
Yes,
I
I love
love
them. I love them.
Okay.
I saw that yip yip and I had to make one. So you
Mhm.
guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here with us. We
Yes.
love you very much.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to say stay safe and be kind to one another. And I'm going to go over to Maureen.
Please remember, folks, always be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your very special light that they are waiting to see.
Yes.
We love you guys, and thank you so much for spending your evening here with us.
And Sherry?
Always smile at somebody, because you never know what they might think of you.
And
Ooh,
Connie.
I like that. I like that.
And a lovely Connie.
Well, you know, guys, we all have a choice. Choose to be kind.
Yes.
Just choose to be kind. You never know what difference it'll make. And I love you guys.
We love you all. We'll see you next week. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.